tell heaven from hell, the sky and moon. I'm about to show you one of the greatest songs ever played on an acoustic guitar. Yes, it is Wish You Here by Pink Floyd. And in this video I want to show you the both parts that you got in the whole song. We're not talking about the solo in this video, but the chords that lie beneath that. So we're talking about the intro and the chords that run in the intro below the solo. And we're talking about the chords which you can hear while the singer is singing the verse, the chorus, whatever you want to call it. Both are so much fun to play because in the intro part you have some really cool things, some nice licks going on there. And in the verse you have some pretty fancy chords that are not played that often actually on songs, but the song leaves the space for them because they're pretty huge and they're so much fun to play. You're not playing those same old C major and D major chords. You play some extra notes in there. So make sure to stick to the very end of this video so you can check out those great new chords. So let's start with the first lick we got here. We start, but first of all, for the intro part, leave your ring finger and pinky always in this spot. Ring finger in the 3rd fret of the B string, pinky in the 3rd fret of the high E string, okay? They stay there till we go to the verse. So that's easy to remember, kind of like Wonderwall. And then we have a run going on there. Small lick, open A string, hammer on into the 2nd fret with the index, and then open D string. And then 2nd fret D string with the middle finger. And then you already have your first chord, E minor 7, great chord. Hit all 6 strings with down, up, up, down. So, down, up, up, down. Let's go for that for the beginning. Okay, so that's our first lick and our first chord, and we go over to the G chord after that, but we have a little lick between those two chords. So, from the beginning, after the last downstroke we play G, open G string, 2nd fret, D string, your finger's still there, open D string. And then when we play the G chord, 3rd fret E string, 2nd fret A string, and those two guys here are still there where they're supposed to be from the other chord. So we have down, up, up, down, lick. Up, down, down, up. And then let's just stick for that for the beginning, for now. Those are the first 2 bars. After we played the last upstroke on the G, we alter the lick we played it the first time a little bit. We add another note before we go back to E minor 7. We start then on the note that we have from our G chord here in the 3rd fret of the E string, and then the rest of the lick is the same. So it's 3rd fret E string and then open A string, hammer on to the 2nd fret D string and 2nd fret D string. Got it? Okay. Then we go back again with our lick to G. Okay, let's play that in a loop. We start from the top. Down, up, down, lick. Up, down, up, lick. Down, up, down, lick. Up, down, up, lick. Okay, those are the first 4 bars. We have E minor 7, G, E minor 7, G. Let's play till there, and after that we go again to E minor 7, but then the picking is a little bit different, and we go to another chord, namely to the A7 sus4, which is quite similar to the E minor 7. We just place our index and middle finger one string up, so we are in the 2nd fret of the D string, 2nd fret of the G string, and those 2 fingers still are in the 3rd fret of the B and E string. We don't hit the low E string there, that's a beautiful chord. A7 sus4. So from the top, E minor 7, G, E minor 7, G. Again, it's E minor 7, but then we only have down, down, up, and then D string, 2nd fret, open D string, 2nd fret A string, and open A string. So the lick is, and then we have the A7 sus4. So, 5th bar, this is E minor 7, down, up, and then the lick. And now our pattern is down, up, down, down. And then we have again same thing. Okay, and then we have a run, open A string, hammer on 2nd fret, and then open D string again like in the very beginning, and we go to G. From the top, to G, E minor 7, G, E minor 7, lick, A7 sus4, E minor 7, and A7 sus4, G. Just easy downstrokes on the G before we go to the top again for 2 bars. Down, 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 up, down, down, up, down. Let's do it nice and slow. From the very, very top. Then we start out on the open A string. You remember. repeat. Guitar solo. And after the repeat, you just play one bar G. So you think you can D. So we start out on the verse with C. So you think you can D major. Heaven from A minor. Blue sky to the G. And again to the D, and again to the C, and to A minor again. So you think you can G. I promised you some more fancy chords. You will get them right away. The strumming pattern is pretty easy. Just go for those really slow and smooth downstrokes. Just throw in some 1 or 2 upstrokes per chord. Doesn't really matter. The pulse is kind of like down. You get the idea. So I promised you some nice fancy chords. Grab the C chord, a little bit different. Take your pinky for the 3rd fret A string and then place the ring finger into the 3rd fret of the low E string, and then you get a massive C major chord. Yeah! Compare it to the normal C, the fat C. It's so much fun to play this chord with 6 strings. Awesome. The D chord is supported by the 2nd fret E string. I play it with my thumb, and then also the open A string. Heaven from hell. And with the A minor you play just also the low E string. So you have 6 strings. G. I mean, this is a regular chord for 6 strings. And again, D with F sharp in the bass, C with the G in bass, A minor with low E string. So you think you can tell. And then it goes back to So you get the idea. It's always an interchange between part A and part B. And check out those huge chords. It's so much fun to do. I know it's not that obvious for beginners to play with the thumb, but if you're a more or less advanced player or advanced beginner, you might check that out. It's so much fun to do. I mean, the C chord with the low string is not that hard, I think, and also for the A minor, it's not a problem to hit all 6 strings, and for G, it's quite obvious you do that all the time. But for the D chord, try to get the thumb like this before you do anything else. Open A string, open D string, and then you try to place the rest of the chord. If you have total trouble with this, I mean, you can also do it like this, but I think this is harder to me. To play it with the index here, middle, pinky, and ring. I think this is kind of weird. Whoa, this is hard. I think it's easier to try to get used to the thumb and play Jimi Hendrix style. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I hope you had a lot of fun here and you learned a lot here with this beautiful song. I totally dig it. It's amazing. If you're new to the world of guitar playing and you have trouble doing all this kinds of stuff, check out my free lessons, which you find in the video description. There you get a lot of cool tips how to play the guitar, how to hold the pick, how to grab a chord, and so on. Everything you need. So check that out. Thanks for watching. My name is Hannes Knechtges. See you in the next video. Bye.